Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to show you how I repot my plants. I get a lot of questions about how soon after I buy a plant do I repot it, what size pot should I use, what type of soil should I use. So I'm going to answer those types of questions today while I'm repotting my new Hoya. This is Hoya pachyclada. I got it from Gardino Nursery. They're my favorite online nursery for Hoyas. And it was on my wish list, so I did decide to buy it. But yeah, I'm gonna just show you how I go about repotting my plants. So as you can see, the pot that the plant is in is a few sizes smaller than the new pot. I like to use terracotta because they are breathable. They have drainage holes most of the time. So they're the ideal pot for plants. So if you're new to my channel, I like to put these little mesh screens at the bottom of my pot just to prevent any soil from escaping the bottom. And I do that when the pot has drainage. All of my pots do have drainage holes. So as you can see, I have it sitting right on the bottom. Now I'm just going to add my soil to my pot. So for Hoyas, I like to use Espoma cactus soil as my base. And then I also add pumice to the soil and orchid bark because Hoyas like a really well-draining mix. But the type of soil you're going to use is just going to depend on the type of plant you're working with. So it's good to do your research and find out if your plant likes to be in moister soil or if it likes to dry out fast and have well-draining soil. So it really does help if you go to the nursery where you're buying your plant and you can ask the nursery. They might know what type of soil your plant likes. So I just filled my pot about like halfway with the soil, and now I'm going to unpot my plant and just see how big the root system is. So I actually just grabbed this bowl so I can do it on camera so I can show you everything. So I'm just gonna unpot my Hoya. And I do try to reuse the mix that it came in. So that's what the roots look like, and I'm just gonna put it in the middle of my pot. So yeah, I tried to center it. So I'm actually gonna reuse a lot of the soil that came with the plant. They actually use a very similar mixture to what I have. It looks like there's perlite in there, orchid bark, and just regular soil. So I'm just gonna reuse that so I don't waste it. And I did notice with Gardino that they really do use a really high quality soil, which is great. A really well draining mix. So like I mentioned before, when you're buying your pot, you want to make sure that you are only increasing the pot size a little bit when you're repotting. You don't want to have a really small root system in this huge pot. It's not ideal, and the plant is not going to be able to soak up all the water when you water the plant if the pot is too big, and that can cause root rot, and it's just not going to create a healthy root system. And when it comes to repotting my plants, I honestly do it right away. So I really find no reason to wait. I like to have my plant in my decorative pot as soon as possible. I also like to check out the root system, make sure it's healthy, look for any pests that might be in the soil. So I really do prefer to just pot it up right away. I know some people say, oh, it's gonna stress out the plant, or I don't know, people have their reasons, but I always have repot mine, and I've had no issues with it. So I even repot in the winter. I mean, some people wait till spring. I don't do any of that. I literally just want to repot right away so it looks pretty. And I don't love the plastic nursery pots. They retain a lot of moisture, and a lot of the plants that I really love don't like moist soil, so it's not ideal. So I love to put them in terracotta so that the soil dries out faster. And I actually was thinking of doing a series on my channel for beginners. So this would be one of the videos in the playlist, like how just to repot your plant. I'm also gonna have how to fertilize your plants, how to properly water your plants. So just like really simple videos that would be good for someone that's new to keeping plants in their house. So let me know in the comments down below if you think that'd be a good idea, if you're a newbie when it comes to caring for plants, if you think that would be helpful, because I do get similar types of questions often. So it'd be nice to just have a whole playlist dedicated to people who are new to the plant community. All right guys, so that's pretty much there all is to it. I just wanted to give you a better look at Hoya pachyclada. The leaves are so beautiful. They're nice and thick and waxy. It's such a gorgeous plant, and actually it has 3 peduncles on it. Let me show you. So there's the first one, and then there's a big one right there. That's an older one, and that's the point from which the blooms will grow. And I'll insert a picture of the blooms so you can see what they look like. It's a really gorgeous bloom. And where's the third? Oh, here it is. And then right there in the center, that's the 3rd peduncle. So I'm hoping I'll get some blooms on this little bay very soon. We'll see. But I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you have any comments, just leave them down below. I'd love to answer any questions you might have. And for more daily updates, you can follow me on my Instagram. It's Juju Succulents. And I'd love it if you subscribe to the channel. I do post videos every week. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.